This is a Samvila shear, and these are nice shears. When they start to age, there's some problems with it if you're a shear sharpener. So we're going to look at these. They were sent to me by a very successful sharpener that I trained, but I'm seeing a few things he might have missed. And if you're a shear sharpener, you might be missing them too. I'm Bonnie McGowan. I train a lot of sharpeners, and if you're interested in the sharpening business or you are a shear sharpener, my videos may be very helpful to you. Now, if you are a sharpener, professional sharpener, and you say none of your customers ever complain, hate to be this abrupt, but you're probably lying, or you intimidate your customers so much they're afraid to complain, or you really aren't doing that much sharpening. All sharpeners, no matter how long they've done it, will get complaints. And complaints can range from not understanding the shears, which I think that's what the problem is here. The complaints could also be from not understanding the customer. I had one the other day that I didn't realize they were very, very short shears. And they were used by a very large man who was a barber, and he was expecting them to cut as well at the back pivot area as at the tip. And so I had to redo them. So I don't care how long you've been in the business, occasionally you're going to get complaints. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing on these shears, and hopefully I can fix them. You have to travel along this journey with me. And I know a lot of you are brand new to my channel. It always amazes me when I check the analytics and see that so many of you, it's the first time to ever see me. But I have a lot of videos out there, and if this is interesting to you, hey, watch some more or come in here for training. I'm working on some additional videos and other upcoming trainings, plus we have our annual Sharpeners Jam. So I'm hoping to see you in person at that. So I got a nice little letter from the sharpener. So if you ever send me some shears to sharpen that you want me to videotape what I see, send me a note on what you need me to work with them. And this one says it stumped him. The stylist doesn't recall dropping it, but it's given permission to bend if needed. And he can't get the last ½ inch. That would be this much. Keep in mind, that's the part of the shear that's not cutting right here, because we're going to look at that. To cut, I've done everything I can do so it's in your hands. So I've got these close-up videos of the two blades. This one doesn't look too bad. It's convexed, it's all the way down. The other blade, and if I look at it with a naked eye, this is why I did the close-up for you to look at. When I look at it with the naked eye and I hold it back and forth in the light, get a black background, works better, like a black background, and then turn it back and forth in the light. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but you'll see like a little white line right along the edge. And that little white line usually is a place you did not get all the way to the edge, or it's inconsistent. This is the blade, and it's exactly right there at that ½ inch, and I don't see it on this blade, or a lot, not as much. The other thing I saw was the ride lines look a little wonky, and I'm thinking there's a problem with the ride lines, which could be from the shears being out of alignment, or it could be incorrect ride line placement of the pressure on the ride line. So I'm going to take these apart and sharpen them. Let's test them first. I may just do the one blade. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's see what's going on with this edge. Pulling my thumb out. It's not too awful. It pushes, but I was expecting something a lot worse than this. Let me get some tissue. See if I'm seeing something different on tissue. Yes, this is toilet tissue. Don't cut paper with your good shears, but this is the super thin toilet tissue. I can definitely feel it feels different there, that last ½ inch. As I told you, he's a really good sharpener. So I want to see what happens with this. This is wet. Yeah, it doesn't cut wet tissue. Little bit. But I'm picking up what she's probably picking up. It's just not. So I'm hoping I can go over the one blade, that one blade that I see the little shiny light at. It's this one here. And I know you can't see it. Maybe you can see it in the video, but it's almost like I trained my eyes to see it over time. And if I turn it back and forth, it's like a little white light, white line from here to here, the way the light reflects on it. And I don't see that issue on this other blade. So I'm going to sharpen just this one blade. And I may regret just doing the one blade, but you don't want to do more than is necessary when you're sharpening. And that ride line looks suspect to me. I'm thinking there's a couple of things. Maybe he's a little apprehensive about putting this white area on the stone. You've got to put the whole thing all the way up to the hilt on this stone, whether it's got that little Teflon ride or not. That may have changed the way this was shaped. So my pressure is here, and I'm pressing fairly hard. My nails, if I didn't have polish on, would be turning white. And I'm going to do a few strokes up and down, and let's see what that looks like. So I'm taking it off from here to here, but I still have red back there. That's kind of what I saw when we were doing the close-up. I've got to get a ride line all the way down. I need to bring this blade down. So I'm going to go up in the corner. I still have to have this area on my stone. So I don't think this ride line issue I'm seeing is anything he's done. I'm thinking this is just a product of age. So many sharpenings, you know, eventually everything wears out. Shears have to be sharpened, but every time you sharpen it takes off metal. And now the red is gone. Now just because the red's gone doesn't mean I have removed any metal. So I'm going to, just for the jollies of it, I'm going to look really, really close. You remember what it looked like before? Still has, and you see that? You see how that tip looks? I'm going to work on it a little bit more. The tip looks wiped out, and then it looks like I haven't touched that area behind the tip. Having a phone that you can zoom in on can be really helpful, but I can actually see that with my naked eye. It's like maybe that tip is turned in, and I would be very afraid to bend these shears. Little extra pressure right there over that spot. I'm pressing hard here, but I'm doing a little bit of extra pressure there. And let's see if that looks any better. A little bit better, and I can see where we're not at the edge. You see that spot right there? I've got to make sure I'm taking off enough metal to get down to where that outside edge meets that ride, right there. I think he did this at 45 degrees. The Sam Velas, when they're brand new and they're in good shape, they'll take a 50-degree angle. But I think 45 is as much as I want to do. This clamp, see, rotates so I can get that convex shape. Clamping it on the back rod, have a little tilt down. And this is the area I want to concentrate on. And I'm going about 40% of my speed. Don't have it tight enough. I keep it rolling. And see, I can feel a burr all the way down. There's not a burr right here where I knew we had the problem. And I can see it. If I do this, I want to make sure that I'm not tip up in the air as I'm doing it. Otherwise, I'll end up with a wavy blade. All right, I've got to burr all the way down. You gotta really check it sometimes. I want to pop that burr off. It's gone. And then I want to polish on a felt pad. I want to set my clamp a little bit up because I don't want to roll over the edge. That just feels yucky right there. I don't know how to explain it. Feels smooth. Well, it doesn't feel smooth all the way down. Maybe I want to be a little closer to that 45. It feels like I've got it. You remember we turned against the black. Remember we saw that little white line right there on the edge? I'm not seeing it now. Let's see what that ride line looks like. Get this into focus. Remember that there was a little bit right there between the ride line and the edge. And I'm not seeing that white line right along the edge. I think we got it. So let's put it together and see if it cuts wet tissue now. Remember, I only sharpened the one blade. And I always talk about the square peg goes in the round hole. This shear is the exception. You see, it's identical. So which side do you put it on? Well, is it a right-handed person or a left-handed person? If it's right-handed, it's like this. If it's a left-handed, the nut's on that side. So we're going to put it in here because this is how it came to me. So I'm assuming this person is right-handed. And here and here. And my first cut, I'm going to do on dry tissue, the whole blade, because if there is a little burr left behind, I'll cut it off. Then I'll check the adjustment, wiggle it. Is it for me?
Yes.
I'm almost through with this shear.
Okay, finish it.
Okay,
I thought on you were doing a video.
Yeah, if this, what, they got a sharpening question or just?
I think so.
Okay. All right, so my thumb is out. If this passes, we're sending it back to them.
Boo.
Yep. And I only sharpened one blade, and you saw exactly what it was wrong. So, moral is this: if they don't cut, look at them really, really close. And so Misty has me to go catch a phone call, and that's the end of this video. Hey, I'm Bonnie McGowan, and this is what I do. about every Monday I'll be uploading a new video. So if you want to see them and catch them, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you have any comments or suggestions of some videos you'd like to see, make sure you let me know. I answer all the comments. Now, if you're looking for the tools that I used in this video and the different things that I used, those should be in links below or on the product page, or if not, you should find them on my website, bonika.com. There's all kinds of things in the description below on how you can connect and contact me. So stay sharp. I'll see you in the next video.